video will cover the murderous and sordid events centred in and around two of the small and otherwise inconspicuous houses located in the centre of the small Timor-Leste village of Balibo. The island nation of Timor-Leste, formerly known as East Timor, is located 700 kilometres northwest from Darwin, Australia. The small town of Balibo is situated in the hilly expanse of inland Timor-Leste, situated approximately 10 kilometres northwest from the Indonesian border. The township was established under Portuguese rule from the 1700s and includes a fort, founded to make best use of the high ground overlooking the approaches of the surrounding townships and coastline. The dwellings discussed in this video are known by several names, depending on the personal connection to it. Referred to as the Flag House, Australia House, Kissing House, or even the Death House. They are both located in the centre of the town near an Indonesian Independence Memorial and close to Fort Balibo. The infamy of the Flag House originated from the result of its last occupant's fate. It was the last dwelling occupied by 5 Australian-based journalists reporting on the preeminent Indonesian invasion of East Timor in October of 1975. The journalists employed by Channels 9 and 7 were residing within the house during the turbulent days prior to the Indonesian invasion. So one of the journalists, Greg Shackleton, painted the word Australia and a representation of the Australian flag on the side of the building in an effort to convey their neutrality and passive stance to the advancing Indonesians. It was to be in vain. The 5 men, now collectively known as the Balibo 5, were shot and or stabbed to death by Indonesian troops on the morning of the 16th of October 1975. Some accounts have the events taking place within the Flag House. Others suggest the murders occurred within an adjacent house known as the Chinese or Chinaman House. The Indonesians dressed their corpses in military-style uniforms, placed weapons by their side, and took photographs in a clumsy attempt to justify the homicides. Their bodies, documents, and equipment were later burned and remains eventually returned to the Australian Embassy staff in Jakarta. The Flag House and most of the houses within Balibo were torched by the invading Indonesians. Sadly, this was not the end of atrocities committed in vicinity of the dwelling. The Kissing House, close to the Flag House, was a site of further barbarisms during the extreme violence which again shook East Timor amidst the Indonesian rampage instigated by the Timorese independence in 1999. Indonesian Kopassus Special Forces used the house as a sordid centre for torture, rape, and murder. Women's faces were smeared with lipstick and their faces pushed in to kiss the walls during the brutalities. Once again, most houses within Balibo, including the Flag and Kissing House, were set on fire by the now retreating Indonesian forces. During my deployment to East Timor in 2001 as part of the UN peacekeeping forces, I took several photos of the Flag House. As you can see, the house was derelict and haphazardly boarded up. It seemed the locals had no desire to reconstruct or even enter either dwelling. In 2002, the Balibo House Trust was established as an initiative by the Victorian Government and family members of the Balibo 5. The flag house was purchased with the intent to hand it back to the township for use as a community centre. Prior to reconstruction, the locals conducted a cleansing ceremony to rid the house of bad spirits. The flag house, complete with replica painted wording and flag, was officially opened on the 31st of October 2003 as the Balibo Community Learning Centre. The ceremony was attended by former Victorian Premier Steve Bracks, Prime Minister of Timor-Leste Zane Guzmão, and the former Prime Minister and President of Timor-Leste Jose Ramos Horta. Also in attendance were family members of the Balibo Five, international dignitaries, and some 15,000 people from the Balibo community and neighbouring areas. The Community Learning Centre is used for a number of activities. There is one section dedicated to the Balibo Five. One room is used to train locals in computer basics. There is a kindergarten and, most importantly, a dental clinic with a dental training capability. There is an adjacent cafe, and the nearby old Portuguese fort is now a tasteful 4-star hotel. The Kissing House, sadly, remains virtually untouched from its condemned state stemming from its semi-destruction in 1999. I have donated to the Balibo House Trust. Donations are tax deductible and provide support for the purchase of dental equipment, to employ a local Timorese dental therapist, to pay for all ongoing clinic utilities and maintenance, and the purchase of dental consumables. If you would like to donate, please find the link in the description. Thanks for your time.